friends, Ben and Miss Kendra are here today, and we are ready to play. There are 3 activities that we're going to be doing today. We are going to be listening and singing some music. We're going to make a craft, and we're going to roll like bugs. So there's a few things that we need. We need the lines and curves from the shared parent drive cut out. We need some paper and some glue, and last, a big pillow if you have some. So first, we are going to sing a song. Ben has got his lines ready, and I got my lines ready right here. First, we're going to need a big line. The song we're singing is the Hokey Pokey. Has anyone heard of that song before? Have you heard of the Hokey Pokey? You did. Okay. Well, that's okay if you haven't. You'll catch on quick. Are you ready? It goes like this. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Whoa. That's what it's all about. You make the big line walk. Walk, walk, walk. You make the big line talk. Hello. Hello. You make the big line walk, and you move it up and down. You do the hokey pokey and put the big line down. That's what it's all about. Next is the little line. You put the little line in front, front, front. You put the little line in back. You put the little line in front, and you give a little tap, 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 tap. You do the hokey pokey and put your line down. That's what it's all about. Next is your big curve. You put your big curve up, 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 up. You put your big curve down. Down, down. You put your big curve up, 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 and you move it all around. You do the hokey pokey and put your big curve down. That's what it's all about. Next is your little curve. You make your little curve wait. You make your little curve skate. You make your little curve wait. Then you skate it all around. You do the hokey pokey and put your little curve down. That's what it's all about. Last is your little line. You put your little line in. In. You take your little line out. You put your little line in, and you give a little shout, yippee! You do the hokey pokey and put your little line down. That's what it's all about. Good job, friends. That was so fun. I'm just going to move my lines over here. And let's check our schedule. Today, I put my chalk in a jar, because then I can practice opening and closing jars. It's a great way to work on our wrist rotation and two-handed skills. So we are all done with music. Next is our craft. I wanted to make ladybugs with you today using some paper, some glue. For friends who are ready for scissors, some scissors. If not, that's definitely okay. I'll show you what you can do instead. And some markers. So, I took a paper plate and cut it in half. And what I really want you guys to do is open your markers. Ugh, it's tricky with 2 hands. And I want you to color color, color until I say stop. Okay, are we ready? Ready, set, go. Color, color, color. And stop. Good job. This time we're going to color slowly. Are you ready? Set, go. Color slow. Ready, set, stop. Good job. Next, we're going to color fast. Are you ready? Ready, set, go. Color fast, 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 fast. Good job. So fast. Ready, set, stop. Good job, friends. I used the color red. I'm going to switch to this marker. I'm going to open it with two hands. Okay. This time, let's color slow. Are you ready? Ready, set, go. Color slow. You can color in lines, or up and down lines, or circles. Good job. Okay, ready, set, stop. Good job. We're going to do it one more time, and this time we're going to go fast. Ready, set, go. Go fast. Good job. I like how you're staying on the paper. Color, color, color. 3, 2, 1, stop. Good job. I like how you colored your paper. Great job. So for this next part, if you didn't have markers, one thing you could do instead is if you had a piece of paper, then you can rip it and glue it all over your paper until it's filled, just like it would with the markers. So that's up to you if you don't have markers. But next, we gotta add some polka dots to our ladybug. So friends who are ready to cut, what you can do, moms and dads, is have your child cut out about 1 to 2 inch strips of paper, just like this. Have that ready for them. And then what you would have them do is cut the 1 to 2 inch strips of paper. I like to do only 1 to 2 inches of paper because then ideally they just have to open and kind of close it once or twice, and they get rewarded instantly with a little piece of paper. If we're not ready for scissors, totally fine. There's lots of kiddos in the school that I really just want to work on their hand strength and two-handed use. So again, using that 1 to 2 inch strip of paper, use your fingers, pinch it, and rip, rip, rip until you have lots of tiny pieces of paper. There we go. Really using your fingers to rip them apart. Fingers, rip them apart. Note that construction paper is a little bit tough, and so if you do happen to have tissue paper, if you have tissue paper at home, that's going to be a little bit easier to rip than paper is. And so from there, I'm going to put all my ripped pieces of paper in an empty egg carton. It's kind of hard to see it, but each of them are in their own little spot. So it's easier to pick up, and we really kind of can promote this pincer grasp with our pointer finger and our thumb. And so I want you to pick one piece of paper at a time, and we're going to glue it onto our paper. You can use glue sticks or glue, whatever you have at home, but my favorite is glue because we have to open it and we have to squeeze and build that hand strength. Again, we really want to focus on go and stop. Go, stop. Go and stop. Go. That really starts starts to work on some of our motor control that we'll need for writing. And then we can put the dots on the paper. There we go. And you can keep doing it until your ladybug is filled with lots of dots. I'm going to go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop. Great job. We're going to pick out our pieces of paper one at a time and put them on our ladybug. There we go. I have 2 more left. Here we go. 1 and 2. For extra challenge or additional sensory exploration, you can use pom-poms, black pom-poms, and use some of those tweezers that we worked on last time. Pick them up and glue them on like that, or you can just have them pick them up and put them on. Feel free to add eyes to your ladybugs. You can add antennas with pipe cleaners if you would like, and then send me a picture. I want to see how your ladybugs turn out. So now that we are all done with our craft, let's pull out our schedule again. And I am going to get my jar of chalk, twist it open, pick out the color orange, check our craft. I just broke my piece of chalk, but that's okay actually. Do you see how small it is? This is actually a great size to work on coloring because unlike, let's see if I have a big one in here. Unlike big ones like this, it really then has your child wanting to use their whole hand to color on it, and it's not really ideal, although it's okay also, because they're just picking it up and practicing, and so that's okay. You don't have to correct their grasp every time, but do give them opportunities to try to hold that ideal grasp. And so using teeny tiny crayons or pieces of chalk like this, they're kind of forced to use their fingers and color. Know that this is going to be really hard, and so if I gave this to Ben, he might make a few scribbles and then be done with it because it might be really frustrating for him. And so we don't want to over frustrate them either and give up on the task. And so kind of just play around. Give them a variety of crayons and chalk, and all of the experience and fun with playfulness makes it really enjoyable for kiddos. And then they're going to want to do it again, which is the best part. So Ben kind of added some color to my schedule here, but the last thing we're going to do today is called a bug roll. We did this in school a few times, if some of you remember. We got a big pillow. Here, let me get it out here. We got a big pillow, and we had you lay on top of the pillow. Hey Ben, do you want to lay on top of my pillow? Come here. Come on over. You can lay on the pillow. I really like when kiddos lay on their back so I can watch their face and really look for any signs of discomfort for this activity. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll him up. Roll. And I can see his face really nicely. We're going to roll him up and we're going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These types of activities are really great because they're giving our body a big hug all over, and it's a really great and calming feeling to do a few times throughout the day. If you feel like your kiddo is ready for the next step, what you can do is lay them this way instead, and we can put their arms to their sides. Ready? And we're gonna roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. sure I watched his face, look for any signs of discomfort. If I do see that, then we can discontinue the activity right away. But if he's enjoying it, you can go ahead and count to 10. I wouldn't ever force a kiddo in a blanket because sometimes it can get a little scary. But I have a feeling your kiddos are going to like it and are going to want it again and again. So this is a great activity that you can add throughout your day, maybe after you wake up, in the middle of the afternoon, maybe before supper time. Doing it kind of scattered throughout the day 2 or 3 times is a really great calming activity that you can do, and it's kind of just a sensory break that you can add throughout your day. So if you have any questions about that activity, feel free to shoot me an email or a picture of how it goes. So I will take my teeny tiny piece of chalk and cross off our last item of the day. And that is all I have for you today. I did want to show you one more thing. It's my OT activity of the week, just in case you have any questions. I have a big pile of mud here. If you don't have mud, you can feel free to use chocolate pudding or ground up coffee beans, anything like that that you have around the house that is brown, and you can add water to make muddy. And so for the activity of the week, I'm going to have you print off or make some different shapes, put it in a basket, and depending on what you draw, so I picked Mat Man, you can draw Mat Man in the mud. And then we'll mix it up, and we're going to get another shape, a circle. I want you to practice circles. So that's the activity of the week. It's a little spoiler alert, but be on the lookout, and if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.